Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. We are group 4 from BA1191A. Today we are going to discuss questions about compound interest and annuity. First, let us introduce our group members. Let us begin with question 1. Question 1 stated that Arik deposited 7,800 at ABC Bank, which pays interest at a rate of K% compounded semi-annually. After 5 years and 7 months, the amount accumulated was 12,216 ringgit 90 cents. Question 1A wants us to find the value of K. For this question, we will use the formula of S equal to P in bracket 1 plus K over M to the power of MT. We already found the value of P, M, and T, and also S, while the value of K will remain as unknown. Now, please, we will substitute the amount of P, M, T, and S into the formula. After steps by steps, we will finally find the value of K, which is 8.2%. Now, let us take a look at Question 1B. Question 1B taught us to find the interest earned. Now we will use the formula of I equal to S minus P. I refers to interest, as we all know, and we already find the value of S and P. Now we just substitute the value of S and P into the formula. We will get the final answer, which is RM 4,416 ringgit 90 cents. Let us now take a look at question 2. 9 years ago, an amount was invested at a bank that offered an interest rate of 7% compounded quarterly. Today, the balance in the account is 9,337 ringgit 04 cents. Question 2A requires us to find the amount invested 9 years ago, which is we have to find the amount of P. To find the amount of P, we can use the earlier formula, which is S equal to P in bracket 1 plus K over M to the power of MT. We already have the value of S, K, M, and T, so we will just have to substitute them into the formula. After step by step, we finally get the answer of P, which is P equal to 5,000 ringgit Malaysia. Now, let us read the question 2B. If the bank changes at the rate to 5.7% compounded monthly, find the accumulated amount at the end of the next 4 years. For question 2B, we will also use the same formula, but now we will have to change the value of K, M, and T. Now the K is 0.057, M equal to 12, and T equal to 4. After calculating, and after we substitute the amounts into the formula, we can calculate it with calculator, and now we got the answer, which is S equal to 6,277 ringgit 04 cents.
Thank you, Ain, for explaining question number 1 and number 2. So let's move on to question 3. And as we all know, Julia invested 6,000 ringgit into an account that pays 6.2% compounded every 2 months. Then after 3 years, she had to withdraw 2,000 ringgit. So question 3A wants us to find the account balance after 7 years the investment were made. In this question, we have to show 2 work steps by using formula S equals to P in bracket 1 plus K over M close bracket MT. Now we can start to do the work step one by one. So we label it as S1 equals to 6,000 in bracket 1 plus 0.062 over 6 close bracket 6 multiply 7. Then we get the answer 9,239 ringgit 62 cents. As for the next step, we can use the same formula, but we have to minus the principal with the amount that she withdraw after 3 years. So we have to do it like this. S2 equals to, in bracket, 9,239 ringgit 62 cents minus 2,000. And the answer that we get is 8,711 ringgit 60 cents. Now, we can use the formula to find the interest earned after 7 years. So, 8,711 ringgit 60 cent minus 4,000. And the answer we get is 4,711 ringgit 60 cent. Now, let's take a look at the next question, that is question 4. As for question 4a, the question wants us to find how much is the account worth at the end of 20 years period. The formula that we need to use is formula S equals P multiply in bracket 1 plus R close bracket T minus 1 over R close bracket. The S is unknown, the P is 3000, the R is 0.065. The T is 20 years because we plus it with 5 years of deposit plus 50 years of leaving the money in the account. Now, let's do the work step one by one with me. S equals to 3000 multiply in bracket 1 plus 0.065 close bracket power of 20 over 0.065 minus 1 and close bracket. And then the second step is S equals to 3000 multiply 35.82530867. So the answer we get is 116,475 ringgit 93 cents. So for question 4b, we need to calculate the profit earned from the investment. The formula that we need to use is profit equals to S minus P. Since we already had the S, that is 116,475 ringgit 93 cents. But we don't have the P. So in order to find P, we have to multiply 300 with 5 years. So the answer is 15,000. So now we can find the profit. Profit equals to 116,475 ringgit 93 cents minus with 15,000. So the profit earned from the investment is 101,475 ringgit 93 cents. Thank you, Maizatul, for explaining question number 4. Now, let's move on to question number 5. For question number 5, it shows us that R is 550, K is 0.045, M is 12, and T is 4. The T interest period is 4 because the person failed to pay 12, 13 and 14 payment, and the question asks for amount that he must to pay for the next installment. We need to use formula S to find his amount. So S equal to 550, then open bracket and open bracket again, 1 plus 0.045 divide 12 close bracket power of 4 minus 1 divide 0.045 divide 12 and close bracket. So the answer for S is 2,212.41 cents.
Now let's move on to question 6.
Moving on to question 6. For question 6a, we use formula A equals R open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus K per M close bracket power of minus MT over K per M close bracket. First, we search for the down payment by multiply 10% with the cost of the house, which is 500,000. After making the calculation, the down payment that we get is 50,000. To search for A, we minus the cost of the house. To search for A, we minus the cost of the house, which is 500,000 with the down payment, which is 50,000, and for the answer we get 450,000. Back to the questions, it asks for the value of each monthly payment. To solve this, we put the number into the formula. Back to the questions, it asks for the value of each monthly payment. To solve this, we put the number into the formula that will be 450,000 equals R open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.048 per 12 close bracket power of minus 12 multiply 30 over 0.048 per 12 close bracket. Then the final answer that we get is 2361. For question 6b, the question asks for interest. The formula that will be used is I equals RTM minus A. To search interest, we multiply 2361 with 12 and 30, then minus it with A, which is 450,000. Then we get 399960 for the final answer. And for the last question, we use same formula with question 6a, which is A equals open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus K per M close bracket minus MT over K per M close bracket. For this question, we're gonna search for A, which stands for the value of the outstanding balance of Henry housing loan. Then we put the numbers into the formula, which R will be 2361, then open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.048 per 12 close bracket power of minus 12 multiply 30 over 0.048 per 12 close bracket. And after we calculate, we got 363,814.29.
That is all from us today. Thank you.